All right, guys, Mo Crawler, and I think this is going to be the last episode in the Trail-X prep videos. So this is prepping this truck to be a trail truck. So we're turning it, we're going to hopefully make Crawler Canyon a little happier and make this thing a bit more of a trail truck. So as I've said before, my idea of a trail truck includes rock lights, includes headlights, a light bar, a winch, and a chase light of some sort, tail light, right? That's just my idea of a trail truck, what some of the things that a trail truck ought to have. The other thing that this thing didn't have, so this rat nest of wires here is all of those lights and winch and all of that stuff. The other thing that this truck didn't have was a receiver box. So we were able to get a receiver box in it. I started in the back and I made that aluminum tray. But I'm not smart. I'm not good at this. So there's not enough room, there's not enough height. So when I put the body on, the gap here between the top of this tray and the bottom of the body was about 15 millimeters, which is not enough space to really get any kind of box in. There are probably some boxes that would fit in that space, but this receiver is taller than that. It's about 20 mils between the bottom of the receiver box and the top of the plugs where they plug in. So I needed something bigger. So we went with, and this is just an Amazon, I don't even know, this is just kind of a generic Amazon receiver box. This is a piece of Kydex. So I did take that Mias transmission plate. So there's a carbon fiber plate. It's got two screws. You can't see it because I've got it kind of double-sided taped down. But I drilled, so I cut this piece of Kydex to fit over the top of that and then to extend this way to give me some more room. You can see, maybe you can see how it extends right to there. So it extends to there. This is the original tray here that came with the Trail-X. But so that it's an L shape, so it goes like that. There's two bolts there, so I drilled holes through the Kydex so I could get to the screws that actually bolt the Mias carbon fiber tray in place, and then I double-sided taped this piece of Kydex to that carbon fiber tray, bolted it all down, and then I double-sided taped this receiver box to the Kydex. So that's how we accomplished that. It left me a little spot. I did the L so I could put my on-off switch over there. So our ESC and battery come together there. Everything works, everything functions. I've got a tray back here that I made for no reason, but it's in there, so it's going to stay for now. I had to raise it up too. That was another reason I lost some height, because I didn't want to limit my articulation, so I spaced it up just a little bit. But anyway, that's what we've got for now. So I was able to accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish. It's not pretty. This rat nest of wires is definitely not pretty. I wish I was better at wiring and soldering so I could shorten a bunch of those wires and make things cleaner. But I'm probably not going to, if I'm being honest. Let's see, what else do we got? I am going to go around with the dielectric grease. I'll put some in all the plugs everywhere. I'll take all these plugs apart and put some dielectric in there and close them back up. I will go around the edge of this box with dielectric grease. There is no seal around this box on the inside, so there is no Like a lot of them have a rubber gasket or something in there. This one doesn't have that. It's just plastic, just kind of a plastic tongue and groove. So I'll line that all with dielectric grease, and then I'll pump a bunch of it into this hole to try to keep the water out from there. But other than that, the only other thing that I think I'm going to do to this is I'm going to take these Chavtecs off, tear them down. I've got the 2-hole pistons in them right now, so we will see. I had 40 weight in them and swapped to 25 weight because the 40 weight felt too heavy to me, but I'm not sure about that now. I will probably leave the 2 holes in there, put 40 in them, and see how they feel. If they still feel too heavy, I don't really have anything between 25 and 40. I've got 25, 20, 15, so I go from 25 down a little bit and then 40, and that's really the highest weight oil that I have right now is 40. So I may have to get some oil, 30, 35, somewhere in there. Or I may go to the 3-hole piston. If I go to the 3-hole piston, I think I should surely be able to use 40 and it will be fine. But it definitely needs some more damping. It's just there's almost no damping at all in the fall on these. So I definitely want to address that. So that's the only other change that I think I may make before we get out onto the trail. I do think I'm going to end up changing these inserts. I talked to Revolt, so Team Revolt over in Belgium. He's making me a set of his Slonsky inserts for something else, and I can't remember what it is right now. They should be here soon. The Mavericks, so the Endure Mavericks. I've got those on Skyknight right now, and so he's going to make me a set of inserts for those. Right now, I think he's just got Canyon Custom Softs in there, so we're going to swap those out for Team Revolt Slonsky inserts, and I think I'm going to have him make me a set of inserts for these too, and we'll see how they work. I think these are a bit soft, and I don't know. They slide. I know they slide around on the wheel, which I don't love. So I think the Slonskys are going to fill it out better and stay on the wheel better. So anyway, yeah. So I'm going to grease this box up, and we should be ready to hit the trails with old Trail-X. So tune in for that when it comes up. Thanks.